The old house had always been a subject of fascination and dread in our small town. It sat atop a hill, overlooking the rest of the neighborhood like a malevolent guardian. Its crumbling facade was a testament to its age, its windows long gone, replaced with nothing but inky black voids that seemed to suck the light from the surrounding area. Everyone in town had heard the rumors about the house, the stories of strange happenings and eerie sounds that emanated from its decaying walls. But like any good horror story, curiosity got the best of me, and I couldn't resist the urge to explore it for myself. It was a moonless night when I decided to visit the house. The air was thick with an oppressive silence as I made my way up the winding path that led to its front door. The only sound was the crunch of leaves beneath my feet and the steady thump of my racing heart. The closer I got, the more I could feel the weight of the house bearing down on me, like a dark cloud threatening to swallow me whole. I pushed open the creaking door, and a rush of cold air washed over me, sending a shiver down my spine. The inside was even more decrepit than the outside. Dust hung in the air and cobwebs clung to every surface. The furniture was draped in tattered sheets, as if it had been abandoned in haste. The air smelled musty and damp, and I could almost taste the decay. I moved further into the house, my flashlight casting long, eerie shadows on the walls. The silence was broken only by the occasional drip of water from a leaky ceiling. It was as if the house itself was holding its breath, waiting for something. As I climbed the creaking staircase to the second floor, I began to hear whispers. Faint, unintelligible voices that seemed to come from all around me. I strained to make out the words, but they remained just out of reach. Like a tantalizing secret that refused to be revealed. I reached the top of the stairs and found myself in a dimly lit hallway. The whispers grew louder, more insistent. It was as if they were trying to tell me something, to warn me of some impending danger. I followed the sound, my heart pounding in my chest until I came to a door at the end of the hall. The door was slightly ajar, and the whispers seemed to be coming from inside. With trembling hands, I pushed the door open and stepped into the room. What I saw made my blood run cold. The room was filled with shadows, shifting and swirling like living things. The whispers grew louder, forming into distinct words. "Get out," they hissed, over and over again. "Get out while you still can." But I couldn't move. My feet felt like they were rooted to the floor, and a sense of dread washed over me. In the center of the room, I saw a figure, shrouded in darkness. It was a woman, her hair long and tangled, her eyes gleaming with a malevolent light. She reached out a bony hand toward me, and I could see the twisted, sinister smile on her face. I wanted to run, to flee from that nightmarish room, but I couldn't. It was as if I was trapped in a nightmare, unable to wake up. The woman's hand closed around my throat, and I felt a searing pain as her nails dug into my skin. Just as I thought I would black out from lack of oxygen, the room was filled with blinding light, and the woman's grip loosened. I fell to the floor, gasping for breath, as the whispers grew louder and more frantic. "Leave," they cried. "Leave now." I scrambled to my feet and stumbled out of the room, back down the creaking stairs, and out into the cold night air. The house loomed behind me, a dark and malevolent presence that seemed to watch me as I fled. I never went back to that house, and I never found out who or what that woman was. But I knew one thing for certain. There are some horrors that are better left undisturbed, some mysteries that are better left unsolved. And that house, with its dark secrets and malevolent whispers, was one of them.